Hi Taurus, I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to your general messages for the week of October 17th to the 23rd. And now I am going to be doing like I did last week. I'm going to be separating career and relationship. I'm going to be starting with career. So if you only want relationship, look in the description box below and just click onto that. I'm going to timestamp it for you. Okay, for the rest of you, let's get right into career, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to start off with my Halloween deck. I only use this for 2 weeks out of the year. They're super cute. Those of you who are readers, I definitely recommend them because they're easy to shuffle. Very easy to shuffle, and I've had these for a while, and they're still pretty good, even though I don't use them very often. Okay, who wants to come out? So I'm just going to pull 4 of the Halloween cards to get a sense of where we're at. 8 of Bats. Okay, so feeling really trapped in something, self-imprisonment, very isolated, restricted in what it is that you're doing for career, Taurus. Maybe you're just like in the wrong thing, or it's the particular job that you're doing now. You actually love what you do, you know, but maybe it's just the workplace that you're in right now, the situation. I don't, you know, yeah, let's see. And then we have the Queen of Bats, which is Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're just being very, very honest with yourself right now, honestly. And then we have the Ace of Pumpkins, right? So cute. So it's the Ace of Pentacles, all about a new job, okay? A new job. Some of you getting a raise, maybe promotion, but some sort of new income coming in. Yeah, and leaving the toxicity behind, right? We have the Chariot. Chariot is about action and change. Getting on, you know, making the decision to sort of get into that metaphorical chariot and moving away from something that's toxic. Very straightforward, Taurus. There's no mincing what's going on here. The truth of the situation is making you realize that you're doing something that you actually do not resonate with it. You're very focused on getting some sort of new job, a promotion maybe that moves you into a different area. There is absolutely change here because whatever you're doing right now is not doing it for you. It's simply not. It's not. So let's get into some Lenormand for career. Nice. We have the Sun. What do we need to do? What do we need to do to get the Sun? You need to make a decision. The Choice card. Female Taurus says, you are very focused on the future. I like that you have the Venus emblem around your neck. You focus on money. You're focused on feeling like what you do resonates with you, because Venus is also about self-love, self-worth, and everything that we value. Right? Now, for those of you who are male Tauruses, you're very focused on money. This could just simply be a money energy for everyone. But it could also be for male Tauruses if you're with a woman. It could also be you're very focused on the future and you want to make that money, not only for you, but for the two of you together. But there's going to be some obstacles that you need to go over. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means that you need to go through some challenging times before things end up working out, right? Because these are obstacles, this is conflict, okay? So now the obstacles could be with your immediate work environment. Conflict could certainly be within yourself, kind of like a now what do I do? Or what if this doesn't work out? Or the conflict could be in trying to get something to push forward. You might be having conflict with people in your family, in your life, you know, those close to you. But I just see that, you know, on the other side of whatever these obstacles and conflict are, we have the Clover energy, which is really nice. Clover energy is exactly, you know, it's where, not only where you're supposed to be, but it's very beneficial luck that's meant to bring you exactly to where you're supposed to be. Beautiful. And I like when the owls come out, the owls are coming out saying that whatever you're doing, you're making some wise decisions. You're sensing things intuitively that are very wise for you. So you could also be either getting messages from somebody who has crossed over very intuitively. So I always say pay attention to repeating numbers, to smells, to temperature in the room, to snafus going on with your technology. It doesn't only mean that's because Mercury is retrograde. It could mean somebody's trying to communicate with you. Or this could be an elder in your family who you very much respect, giving you some really good advice. But what I get here, though, the final outcome is you need to make a decision, and that decision has to involve you focusing on your future, not only money, but you feeling like it's the right thing for you. That's so important here. But in order to extricate yourself from whatever you're doing now, it's going to be an obstacle, a challenge. So for some of you, you might have to change jobs. For others of you, maybe you're going to change careers. So maybe that might require like either a different degree or different training, a different workshop, whatever it is. But I see you doing it, and I see you doing it successfully, is what the energies say. Okay, so let's do a Celtic cross spread. Okay, first card is going to indicate what is happening now for our Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus friends. I like to switch up my readings, the style. I go back to whatever, back and forth. Right, I do a lot of reading, so I like to keep it fresh for you guys. Okay, so what's happening now is we have the Knight of Wands right now in reverse. So this is telling me that in your mind, at least intuitively, or maybe even in the workplace, there's some sort of chaos and things don't feel right. And also you're in this space where you're feeling rather impulsive. It could be this kind of energy where it's like, I have to get out of here. I can't do this anymore. I quit, right? It could have been like that kind of thing. Or you just saying, you know what, I need a change and I can't do this another day. I absolutely can't do it. So you're all going to be resonating with this a little differently, but it is that is the Knight of Wands in reverse energy. For a lot of you, it's going to be this, just you have no, because Wands are well in motivation, and when it's reversed, it's just not there. You don't have it in your belly to just keep going in whatever it is that you're going and whatever it is that you're in right now. Yeah, and then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is about living in the past. You have to be careful that you're not having unrealistic expectations moving forward. So that could be, I put so much work into this, and maybe things could change. Thinking about all the years that I've dedicated to this, right? Thinking back on that and saying, maybe it'll change. Maybe it's just because of COVID, or maybe it's just because of A, B, or C. And so it certainly can be that. For others of you, this can be you making the decision to leave and want to go back to something that you used to do. Right? This is an impulsive energy here, but you have to be careful because there is this sense of naivete about this where you might not be seeing the full picture. You have to be careful with this because whatever it is that you're looking back on, you're not seeing 100% clearly right now. Okay, so as far as your hopes and goals go, we have the Four of Cups energy in reverse. So the Four of Cups in reverse is a new outlook, a new direction, which is really, really good. I mean, this happens to be a really good card that's very good in reverse. Some sort of new option that's made available. Okay, so this is your hopes and your goal, right? To come across some sort of new option that would, just resonate more with you. Let's see what was going on in the recent past. Recent past, we have, the Tower reverse. So the Tower in the reverse, Tower is this, kind of ending of something. Now we could have Tower moments internally or externally, right? It depends on the situation. But in reverse, this is about you feeling very oppressed, right? You saying to yourself, wow, like bullet dodged, right? It's about diverting, like some sort of disaster being averted here. But at the same time, this fear of change, right? This fear of change that you've been feeling recently. So it's like you may know what you have to do, but you're having this very definitive fear of change going on right now. So, that's okay. I mean, don't beat yourself up if that's what you're feeling right now. Okay, now beneath the history that contributes to the situation is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant This is about having problems with authority, Taurus. This is like, you want me to do what? Not that you're challenging, but you really want to be your own person. Because the Hierophant reverse is very much about creativity and originality and problems with the idea of expectations that are put upon you right now, problems with needing to conform to something traditional, and you just not being about it anymore. So this is very much like a get me out of here kind of energy. That's what I'm getting. Very much like get me out of here. Right? I feel oppressed. I want a new goal. I want something new. But at the same time, just be careful with that Six of Cups in reverse. That's the only thing I want to say. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing. It's that there's something that you're not seeing. Okay, so that's the best way for me to put it. There's something that you're not seeing. So let's see about the near future. As we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, nice. I like it, right? The Nine of Pentacles is a great energy. This is about financial gains, solo pleasures, being very self-sufficient, being able to have money for your bills and everything that you need, and even having a little something left over to buy yourself something nice, right? Very nice. Working towards that Pentacle and, working towards a Ten of Pentacles is what I wanted to say, right? Which is fabulous, right? It's kind of like arriving at that point. All right, your attitude and perspective right now is the Wheel. Yeah, I mean, listen, you're at a turning point, Taurus, there's no question. You're at a turning point in your career and where it is that you want to go, a turning point regarding money. This is it, but this is what's great, because when it comes to, I think Aries even got this. I feel like maybe. We're using another deck, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is a Jupiter energy. Jupiter is the Wheel. So turning point, taking a chance, taking a gamble, but it going well, right? It going well. And right now, that's your attitude and that's your perspective, because your perspective is, it's got to be better than what I've been doing. Because in your mind right now, if you're doing something that speaks to your soul more, that's more authentic to who you are, speaks to your integrity, it's got to be better than anything that you've been in. Like, that very much matters to you right now is what I'm feeling. All right, opinions of those close to you. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So the Seven of Cups in reverse is about, how do I want to explain this? The people around you are having clarity about what it is that you want, need, and desire regarding your career. Like, the illusion ends. So the illusion could be that, going back to the Hierophant energy, so maybe your family, your parent, your significant other, your friends, the people that you work with now are realizing, they don't have any more illusions about you. They're realizing that you really very much need to do your own thing right now. This is, I feel like, a very specific message, but this is what we're getting. All right, and then when we have the inner emotions, your inner emotions right now, your hopes and fears, balance, harmony, patience, self-control, moderation, temperance. What do you need? What is the job need? What's necessary to make something work? But it's about doing something in a very controlled, moderate way. And that might be a little challenging for you because right now you're in the Knight of Wands energy. So what I see is, this is your goal, to feel very balanced, but it's also your fear that won't happen, is what I'm feeling here. And then the final outcome, we have the Sun reverse, which is still really positive. It's just delayed gratification. You might be feeling temporarily depressed right now because you're in a waiting period, but there are certain cards in tarot that are still very positive, even in the reverse, but there is value in the reversal. Because if this was in the upright, it would be like material happiness. It's here right now. No, I don't see it's here. I don't see it here yet. Delayed gratification. You might be feeling kind of bummed out temporarily. You're waiting, but it's going to happen because it's here. You understand? Really nice. All right, I like it. I see lots of change for you, Taurus. I do. I see, you're making different decisions for yourself right now when it comes to your career, and I see it ending up really, really well. So very nice. All right, now for those of you who are not going to be sticking around for a relationship, thank you so much for joining me. Now we're going to be going into relationship for our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to do the same thing as we did with career. We're going to pull 4 from the Halloween deck. We're going to do some Lenormand and then a Celtic cross spread. We have the Star. I like this. This is about renewal and hope and inner clarity, having faith. Having faith. Regardless, focusing on the future. Stars in Aquarius energy. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is all about the future. Some of you might be trying to meet somebody new online because it's an Aquarius energy. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus rules technology. The Ace of Imps. This is the I don't know, these cards, even I've had these for so long, they still make me laugh. But this is the Ace of Wands. Okay, so really nice. I mean, this is meeting somebody new, somebody who you're really excited to be with. This new beginning, there's newness here. You're feeling a strong motivation to have this new cycle. You could be very attracted to somebody new who you met online. This could be you healing a relationship that you're in already and just feeling very motivated to continue the healing in it. We have the World. Beautiful. So lesson learned. There's been some sort of lesson learned. There's no question. Completing a lesson. And the thing is, the World energy is a Saturn energy, and when we complete Saturn energy, we have the biggest gifts on the other side. We really, really do. So definitely a necessary lesson that you've gone through in relationship. But man, does that look good. 6 of Ghosts. Okay, we have 6 of Water. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus. Someone is getting back together with somebody. Now, let me be very clear. This could be a relationship. The obvious interpretation is you were in a relationship, you guys broke up, you got back together. That's going to resonate with some of you. Others of you, you're going to be running into someone through social media, through some sort of networking event that maybe you knew once upon a time in your life. Doesn't mean you were ever intimately involved with them. Maybe you went to 5th or 6th grade with them. Maybe you were in college with them, whatever it is. You knew them once upon a time, and it ends up developing into this beautiful connection. Because, by the way, this is a really nice energy. It just is. This is Sun in Scorpio. There is some sort of transformation that's happening right now. If you are getting back together with somebody, if you're reconnecting with somebody from your past that you knew a long time ago, it's going to end up transforming your life. Others of you are going to be meeting somebody, and it's going to be truly one of those rare occurrences where you swear you've met the person before, or when you're with them energetically. And I know that if you've had this experience, you know exactly what I'm about to say, and it's not weird, where you feel like they're like part of your family. Like they could be part of your family. Do you know? Like you feel like you cut from the same cloth. There's a sense of familiarity about them. I always call that a past life connection. So not everybody believes in that. Who really cares? It feels good. Okay? That's all we have to care about. We feel good. Either way, it's a good energy. I like it. All right. So now let's do, I'm feeling the Chakra Tarot. Feeling the Chakra Tarot. Okay. Taurus love, 17th to the 23rd, Spirit, anything that Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus needs to understand about love, relationships right now. I don't know, I just feel a very good energy for Taurus energy all around, even though a lot of you are like, oh yeah, woman, what are you talking about? I've been, not doing that well. Yeah, I see the challenges, but I see things going in a really good direction. Okay, so happening now. Happening now is the Princess of Wands in the reverse. So this could be some of you feeling kind of bored. Those of you who are single, you might be in a space of feeling bored. Some of you may be dealing with somebody who's very immature. When it comes to relationships, you may be rather immature when it comes to relationships, as far as, what's necessary. Now, it could also be that you're rather new at relationships and you just kind of don't know. So if that's your story, you know, to be patient with yourself. It's a process, you know, but that is what I see happening now. Happening right now, it's a little bit of a struggle, feeling motivated to kind of move it forward in a relationship, be it because maybe you have unrealistic expectations, maybe you're dealing with the player energy, maybe you're just feeling bored and unmotivated to actually go out and meet somebody. Like, you want to meet somebody, but you're like, can I hire somebody to do that for me, please? Like, I don't want to do that kind of thing. And then we have the Ace of Wands, is what's influencing you for better or worse in the reverse. So this tells me there's some kind of rejection that you've gone through, Taurus. Okay, so this is rejection. This could indicate false starts for some of you. You met somebody and then I was like, oh wow, they ended up being a player. Like, no. This could indicate delay. For some of you, it could just be like somebody was just really, really mean to you, who you met, who you liked, and they ended up being really, really mean. But there is, for some of you, maybe a relationship just recently ended, or you know, either they broke up with you, you broke up with them, you guys broke up with each other, whatever the case is. Okay, now let's pull for your hopes and your goals. Tower. Now, I'm not mad at this. I'll tell you what, I'm not. Because the Tower, even though, yeah, okay, it's an unwanted change, it's ruin, everything's upside down. But at the same time, two things I want to say. First of all, this could mean a complete annihilation of the relationship the way it was. You guys taking some space. Maybe you have taken some space, right? Your wish is to take space. Your wish is for something to be over, because it's your hope and goal. Your wish is for something to be over. Now, for some of you, you're wishing for this breakup to be over, to get back together. For others of you, you're wishing for this player energy to just get out of your energy altogether. You just don't want to deal with it. For others of you, you're realizing if you were in a relationship and you broke up, let everything fall apart as it was. Give each other some space so that you can come back together to rebuild, okay? And then finally, the Tower energy, as I mentioned a few moments ago, can indicate an internal Tower moment, which means that you need to absolutely tear down the way, or they need to tear down, somebody needs to tear down the way relationship is handled and looked at and thought about. Like a whole updating needs to happen internally. You know, so this is even if, like, let's just say you're with a person, because it's ridiculous to say that all Tauruses are meeting a player, and you know what I mean, like whatever, and everybody's, you know, feeling that. So maybe you are dealing with somebody who is just not showing up the way that you really want. Maybe, and it's stressing the relationship. It's requiring a new perspective. There's no question. Okay, there's no question. The recent past, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So this indicates relationship ending. You know, for some of you, this could indicate family trouble. For some of you, this can indicate a broken marriage, a broken relationship, which kind of does sort of go in alignment here with this. Okay, now let's see the history that contributed to this situation. The history that contributed to this situation for our Taurus friends. The Strength energy. So, you know, listen, keeping it real, somebody's ego might have been at play, okay? Or it could be definitely a situation where either you or the person needed to end something because they were exercising self-love and self-respect, and they were being very courageous about it. Maybe something needed to end and you were just, you know, somebody, either you, whoever ended it, perhaps they were exercising this sense of self-love and being courageous, not feeling comfortable, but doing it scared anyway. Others of you may be experiencing this as somebody's ego is just way too big for the rest of the world, right? Because whenever we have the Strength energy, it's a Leo energy, it's fifth house, you know, it's ego as well. You know, because every archetype has a shadow manifestation. So somebody may very much need their ego stroked, either you, them, maybe both of you. But that could absolutely be the history that contributed to the situation, where somebody just maybe needed more attention. Somebody just needed more of something, needed more validation. But this could also be somebody showing themselves some self-respect, okay? Okay, so your attitude, your perspective right now is the Moon reverse. So when we have the moon reverse, there's clarity, right? The truth is revealed. Some sort of message, perhaps in your dreams, intuitively. I like the moon in reverse better always, because it's, you know, the moon in the upright, it's kind of secretive. It's what we're feeling inside. It's what we're, you know, inside. No, like right now you're having this clarity. You're having these realizations. This is really healthy. You know, very, very healthy, the moon reverse. So I like that. That's where you're at right now. The opinions of those close to you. We have the Hierophant energy. So in relationship, the person that you're dealing with or the people that you're dealing with, like if you're single, they may have certain expectations of you. They may want you to conform to things in a certain way. They want you to be maybe a little more traditional in your approach. Maybe they want to get married, right? Maybe they want to get married. But I feel like it's this sense of conforming. And you're having this realization about what somebody wants you to conform to, Taurus. Now here we have the Five of Swords as your inner emotions, right? So the Five of Swords is a fair fight. It's another positive one. It's peace after having some trouble. It's, how do I want to say this? It's a being caught energy, but it's a being caught in somebody owning how they've been. It doesn't have to be, oh, I caught you cheating on me. That's not what it, you know, it could be, you know, I knew you weren't really ready for this commitment, or I knew you were really doing that, or I knew it, you know, somebody feeling something intuitively and the other person being like, I knew it, that kind of thing, right? But this is your inner emotions meaning like your hope and your fear. So your hope, I feel like, is for you to have some sort of peace after this trouble and some sort of fair argument. Because the Five of Swords is really more of a discussion. It's not like crazy war, but when it's upright, you guys can yell all day long and no one's going to hear anybody. You know those kind of arguments we have sometimes. The best of us have those sometimes, where it's like, if I yell louder for longer, they're going to hear me and they're going to understand what I'm trying to say. No, it doesn't work like that, right? That's the Five of Swords in the upright, but in the reverse, it's like, no, okay, fair fight. Peace after trouble, right? Something coming out, but something being realized. Then we have the final outcome, Queen of Cups. Beautiful. Who doesn't love the Queen of Cups? This is a beautiful, healing, nurturing, beautiful, supportive kind of vibe. Queen of Cups is a Gemini and Cancer, and Gemini is all about communication, and Cancer is all about strong foundation, feeling grounded, feeling rooted, feeling loved. Feeling aware, being able to talk about emotions, right? Because Cancer is that fourth house, and the fourth house is ruled by the moon, and the moon rules our emotions. So it's about talking about how we feel. Oh, not me, but you guys talking about how you feel, right? That is the final outcome here. So I see it going well. I do have to say, not now, but that at least there's going to be some sort of nice air clearing, regardless of how it turns out. There's going to be some air clearing going on, which makes sense. All right, let me just pull a couple of Island Time Wellness. Date, meeting someone new, Taurus. Getting back out there, plan, set a date. Healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. So it doesn't have to be all, you could be healing from heartbreak and or becoming free from a toxic relationship or a toxic addiction. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you could be in a relationship where you're healing from an addiction, or somebody that you're with is healing from an addiction, and that's been a problem within your relationship. So I always feel like they list all of these things, and that doesn't mean everything. So you may be meeting somebody new, or you may be going on a date if you're getting back together with somebody, for example, right? You guys could just be getting back on a date. Others of you, you're just getting back out there. Opening yourself up. Love call. Someone expresses love, or a message of love comes in. Somebody is thinking of you and letting you know. Stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Again, doesn't mean all of those. Some of you may be feeling heartbreak. Some of you may be dealing with a separation, pain, feeling some sort of deception, something like that. Okay, very interesting, because we have this meeting somebody new, healing, somebody expressing love. So this could certainly be, though, I want to say, for those of you getting back together with somebody, getting back together and talking about the pain that was experienced in the relationship. For others of you, somebody's going to be coming back around to you, and you're going to know if you can handle this person, because they might be a little deceptive right now. You know what? I feel like I need to pull something else on that. Because, okay, so what are you supposed to do about that? Hello. Being apart has been life-changing for me. You show me a stability and security I've never known. I need more time to figure things out, but I don't want to lose you. All right. Yeah, so, okay. I kind of feel this is a very specific message here. Going back to the stab in the back, having to do with the deception. I feel like somebody very much loves you and cares about you and very much wants to fix something. Very much wants to fix something. But they need some more time to figure something out. So they may be saying, oh, I'm ready to get back with you, but maybe they're not 100% ready. And the thing is, you have to be careful with that, because you don't want to be in a or maybe you are, Taurus. Maybe you're like, yes, let's do this again, whatever. But you may be the one that needs more time. But you don't know how to articulate that. So you end up jumping back into something not fully ready, or they do that to you. The energies could always be vice versa. But I'm not vibing that this is I'm not vibing that that's a bad thing, just because of the other cards that came out. But it's just more being a situation where, make sure everyone's ready to be in a relationship. That's ridiculous to say, because you can't control other people, right? But at least for yourself, and definitely just try to pay attention to any signs that somebody might not be showing up 100%. You know what I mean? I think you guys know what I mean with that. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.